convince yourself that there's a project here. You can convince yourself you're seeing positives, but you're lying to yourself, because anybody that watched the last 16 games cannot convince me that he deserves to keep his job. Spurs 2, Chelsea 0, and to say that this performance was one of the worst performances I have ever seen would be an understatement, because we're seeing worse performances every week, every single week. If Cucurella dropped the performance Ben Chilwell did today, half of the shed end would be calling the Home Office and asking for his work visa to be terminated and him deported out the country. Chilwell was shocking, Enzo Fernandez was shocking, Joao Felix was shocking, Kai Havertz was shocking, Raheem Sterling was shocking. Every single player on that pitch in wearing blue was shocking. Yet, one man is always exempt from criticism. He's always exempt from criticism. It's a process, we need to back it. Graham Potter needs to be sacked. Graham Potter needs to leave this club. Graham Potter is not big enough nor good enough to be the Chelsea manager and to be granted such a leash that managers such as Antonio Conte, Maurizio Sarri, Jose Mourinho have not been given. Carlo Ancelotti was sacked 1 hour after the final game against Everton. In the changing rooms, he knew he was sacked. Yet, now, 16 games, 2 wins, and we are absolutely hopeless. Chatting breeze, let's break it down. I'm not even going to say the good, the bad, and the downright ugly, because there is no good today. It's pure ugly and pure bad. And I'm breaking this down. And for any of you that are going to say this is reactionary, this is rubbish, this is you over-exaggerating, you've lost the plot, and you're drinking the Todd Bowley Kool-Aid of lowering the standards of this club. The bare minimum this club should be is 6th place. The bare minimum. Then you invest £600 million into this club, and we have got even worse. We are so far away from being ourselves, it is embarrassing. Yes, this is Welcome to the Kavkas, you guys. I'm sorry to be ranting, but today is off the cuff. Today is going to be very difficult for me to give you the structured show that I always take pride in giving. So all I ask for you now is hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this content, because you evidently have stayed this far, so you're going to enjoy it. And honestly, it goes the world. It means the world. It shows me I'm doing something right. At least I'm watching these games and giving you a review, because I'm telling you now, it is very difficult to watch. I am too emotionally attached to this team. It ruins weekends, it ruins days, and more importantly, it just frustrates you. It's very hard to watch this team. Let's start with the ugly and the downright fact, right? We have no system, guys. And I'm going to keep my emotions in check, and I'm going to explain to you from a theoretical standpoint what I'm seeing. The gaps between the midfield and the attack are too big. The gaps between the defense and the midfield are too big. It feels like an NBA game. It feels end-to-end. It feels chaotic. It feels like a lack of control. And it feels like there's no pragmatism. When we have the ball, we look like we're going to lose it any second. And once we lose it, bang, they're on us. They're back onto our back four because the gaps are too large. When we're building attacks from the back, it always goes Koulibaly to Chilwell, or Koulibaly to Thiago to Reece, and then backwards in a V shape. And the reason it goes in a V shape is because either Enzo has to come and drop deep to get it, then Enzo or Badiashile or Koulibaly or Silva, whoever you want, or Fofana, have to play such a high degree level pass into the forward line because of the gaps and because of the lack of option, that we end up being pressed and we lose the ball, and we either dispossessed at the other side because we go long, or they're right on our defense. The attack, the same thing. There is no cohesion. It's like they don't know each other, and this is stemming from the manager. Then the attitude. There was a lot of individuals on that pitch today. And when I tell you individuals, I mean it stunk of either I'm going to do this by myself, nothing's going to happen. Raheem Sterling attempted to take men on every single time he gets the ball. No problem with that. Joao Felix demanding the ball. Nobody looking up. Nobody wanting to come close. Kai Havertz waltzing around the pitch like he's doing the tango, or he's doing the waltz, or he's doing the salsa dancing. Nothing. You've got Ruben Loftus-Cheek looking clueless. You've got Enzo Fernandez playing balls that aren't on. And then you got Hakim Ziyech being an idiot that he is. And I'm sorry for calling him an idiot. He most probably is a very intelligent man. But the way he performed today was one of an idiot. Because it was playing passes that weren't on. He was weak on the ball. He was was literally asked to do a role that he done under Tuchel many times. When we don't have the ball, go right wing back. Didn't do that. Well, every single time he gets there, he was weak, lethargic, helpless, clueless, not a player with experience. And the red card absolutely should have stood. I'm so sorry, but number one, Richarlison got exactly what he wanted. Richarlison and Romero bullied us today. They absolutely played the dirty arts of the game perfectly. It's what we did to teams back in the day. It's what Chelsea did to teams back in the day. They absolutely humiliated us. And that's what hurts. It's the fact that Ziyech got suckered in. And then Emerson Royale bumped him and Ziyech retaliated with a jab. He tried to slap him and he hit the shoulder. If that doesn't exemplify his time at Chelsea, the fact that he tries to slap someone and hits the shoulder and follows through onto the face. That was a red. He should have got sent off. We got life and yet we didn't capitalize. Ziyech was pathetic. I'm not even going to talk about his game today. He was absolutely horrible. We need to talk about Ben Chilwell. A lot of people are going to say Ben needs to get up to date. Ben needs to speed up and Ben needs to become the player that he once was. What player was Ben once? Ben was called Steady Eddie by me all the time. Ben Chilwell is no better than Cucurella. I've said it before and I've got pelters of abuse to the point where I started saying, maybe I'm not seeing what everyone else is. Maybe I need to start seeing what everyone else is seeing. And I started watching Ben Chilwell. Well, number one, today, Thiago Silva's injury, all because of Ben Chilwell getting ripped like he's not even there. That was literally embarrassing. Kulusevski picks up the ball, through the legs, nice, through into our non-existent midfield. Reece James gets ripped by Harry Kane, and all of a sudden, Thiago Silva has to make a last-ditch tackle, and he gets taken off. Not stretched off, he has a knee problem now. Yet, in the second half, corner comes in, and guess who's on the back stick? Not concentrating for Harry Kane to have a nice tap in. Oh, Ben Chilwell. Of course, but you know what? It's Ben. It's Ben. The shed end loves Ben. The shed end will make any excuse. They'll boo Cucurella off, but they'll applaud Ben. Why? Because Ben shows a little bit of heart. Ben's one of them. Not for me. I don't care. I judge players on their performances. And for me, Ben Chilwell was hopeless again today. And finally, decision making from the manager. We are under the cosh. We expect you to be able to manage a game. We expect you to set this team up accordingly. Mason Mount marking Eric Dyer. Eric Dyer on a corner. Who is Einstein? Which person believed that was the logical move in that situation? How on earth did they think this was what was meant to happen? How are you asking Mason Mount to mark Eric Dyer? Eric Dyer is a 100-kilo man if I've seen one. He is 6'2", 100 kilos. Mason Mount at very best will be 75 kilos at 5'10". And you're asking him to absolutely stay on top of it. Yes, did he climb on top of him? Of course he did. He's going to. He's bigger than him, he's stronger than him, and he leaps up like a centre-back should from a corner and attacked it very well. Yet Chelsea caved under the pressure, bottled it, lethargic, just like their manager. Honestly, I am embarrassed today to be a Chelsea fan. These performances have made me be embarrassed of this club. The decision from the ownership not to sack him yet is that was only the ugly. Now we need to get into the bad side of this. And the bad side and the reality is the players have to take the blame for today as well. Because you can have a donkey in charge of you, but some of you are veterans of the game. Some of you are professionals. Some of you are meant to be great talents. Kepa Arrizabalaga, how many times we've been here with you, bro? 5 steps forwards, 8 steps back. 5 steps forward, 4 steps back. Consistently, we undo the good work that you build on because you're an absolute donkey with dinosaur breadsticks hands, yeah, when it comes to making saves. Oliver Skips takes a pot shot. What on earth are you doing? One hand, you have to get that out. I'm sorry. There is no excuse for his hand caving like breadsticks. I've had breadsticks that are stronger and provide more resistance than his wrists. Yeah, honestly speaking, there's a cross coming in. He has the ball. Enzo should not be taking it off you after you parry. Enzo, under no circumstances, should be bossing his keeper. Yet Enzo gets it. Enzo, why are you not clearing that properly? If you're taking responsibility, you need to boot that out of the pit. No, boots it straight at João. João's touch loses it in a 50-50. And all of a sudden, Oliver Skip pounds it into the net. And why does he pound it? Because we've got breadsticks in goal. Pathetic goal to concede straight after the team talk. I don't know what he talks to them at half time because we come out worse every single time. Then we need to start talking about the subs. What subs did he make? Well, he took off Fofana, or brought on Fofana for Thiago Silva, forced. Then he let the game ride out. No change in midfield, no change in shape, no attempt to change the game. Oh, guys, go with what we've been doing. He brings on Mason Mount. I don't understand why he brought on Mason Mount. Mason Mount creates half a little chance, and all of a sudden, it's the same again, just different bodies. Different pieces of the puzzle in the same situation. Same puzzle, different pieces. And guess what? No solution. Over and over again, over and over again, over and over again. It's not working. And the anomaly here is that we're blaming everybody apart from the man that makes the decisions. Has to be sacked. Has to be sacked. And what is annoying is we didn't create a single chance this game. Name one chance. Sterling Sharp. You call that a chance? Okay, well done. Applause. Because you made up an excuse. Our XG today was 0.34. 0.34. Spurs scored 2 goals on 0.76. We've had over 83 shots and scored 1 goal. That is statistics that we can't, I can't fathom these statistics. We had Tuchel come in against Wolves, and in 48 hours he changed the way the team played. He changed the team from a B-Tech team to a proper team. And now we've got Potter come in, and Potter's had more than enough time. Potter has had ample amount of opportunity to fix this team, yet it's not working. Yet it's pathetic. Yet it's broken. The performance from Spurs today was not good. We are just that bad that Spurs look good. And that's the worrying thing, because we need to talk about numerous performances today. Kepa, poor game. Reece James, poor game. Kalidou Koulibaly, poor game. Again and again. We had Wesley Fofana, decent. Ben Chilwell, utterly crap. Then you have Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Enzo Fernandez, rubbish. Felix, rubbish. Mount, rubbish. Havertz, rubbish. I can keep going. And the worrying thing is, you're seeing a pattern. Everybody's rubbish. And what? The manager's good? These players aren't rubbish. These players aren't 2 wins in 16. These players aren't that negative. Yet you want me to consistently watch on a weekly basis and blame the players. Not a chance. Sack him now. Save our season. I'm telling you now. Bring back Tuchel. And all of a sudden, we beat Dortmund next week. We absolutely go and beat Dortmund. There is still something to fight for this season. The league is gone. Top 4 is gone. We've got nothing else to fight for there. We have a Champions League to fight for. We beat Dortmund and we're in the last 8. Make the decision. Enough is enough. Like, I am done trying to be positive, looking for positives, listening to nonsense, listening to excuse after excuse. What are we doing here? Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'm sorry that I had to go and rant that much, but it's infuriating. It is nasty piece of work. And you're going to have morons, because that's what they are. They are morons coming out and saying, we need to give them more time. We need to trust in the process. We need to do this based on no evidence. You're basing your judgment off a hypothesis that is created in your own head. It's not the right time to have a project that is 2 in 16. Project is what Manchester United have. Project is what Eric Ten Hag, whoever his name is doing. Project is what Xavi has been doing at Barcelona, where they're in the top 4, where they're building a team and they're actually getting results. Pioli at AC Milan. Proper managers coming in and improving teams. Unai Emery at Aston Villa. Lopetegui at Wolves. People come in and improve the team. Ours came in and made it worse. I'm done. I'm absolutely done. I'm sorry. I've been ranting. I'm done. Have a lovely day. Have a lovely Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your week, guys, because Chelsea suck. Peace out. I'm out. Bye.